99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimi and Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. This is Hard Facts, and I'm Mary Anna Cone. I did tell you that we were going to be continuing to have conversations on what's transpired in Benue State over the weekend, into the week, especially after Mr. President's visit to the state. When this situation happened, Nigerians expected Mr. President to respond immediately. It took a lot of kicking and screaming to get the presidency to speak. What did the president say? He commanded the governor to go reconcile his people, that they were brothers and sisters and they need to learn to live together. Now, of course, the president visited Benue yesterday, and the monarch of Benue State had very interesting things to say. In fact, he tried to set the record straight, saying that it's the wrong nomenclature or the lack of information as to what's been happening in the state that has led to continued killings in the state. And he says it's time to call a spade what it is. Well, I'm being joined by my guest, who's been up and about all day. I want to appreciate her for joining us in the midst of all her busyness. Josephine Haber is the Director General of the Benue Peace Commission. She joins us on Hard Facts. Thank you so much, Ma, for joining us. I can tell that you've had a day and you still probably have more coming. Thank you for joining us on Hard Facts.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
First things first, my audience would like to understand exactly what's been happening in Benue. Many have whittled it down to a communal clash. Some have even said it's a farmer herders conflict. But there are many who are saying that this is a calculated attempt to land grab and, of course, displace the people of Benue State. And we want to hear from the Benue people exactly what they have been experiencing.
Oh, thank you very much. For all I care, criminality is criminality and it should be dealt with as such. Whether you want to grab land, whether you're clashing over anything, I don't know about the clashing because many times people are in bed when they get killed. So you have to clash, as the word says, for it to become a communal clash. But in this case, it's not that we have clashes. We have got people who are criminals, whatever their tribes or whatever their religions, whatever they are is criminal to murder someone or to take a life of another. So I like to deal with it in that sense. Then we have suffered.
I'm sorry, we lost your audio there. We're not able to hear you anymore.
What's going on? Because I'm still speaking.
Your audio is back now.
Oh my God. Okay, so I don't even know where I stopped.
Yeah, you were trying to tell us about Benue and yeah.
And the criminality of all that's been happening. I was just trying to describe the fact that whatever you do, if you take someone's life, it's unlawful. So it should be dealt with as such. And every other criminal activity should be dealt with as such. And by this, I mean that when the narrative goes out that is either communal clashes or land grabbing, the activity is criminal and it should be handled as such. Let me say that Benue have suffered this fate for as long as I can remember, for more than 15 years now. And it's been the same story over and again, which is very pathetic. Since I became DG Benue Peace Commission, DG Commission for Benue State Commission for Peace and Reconciliation, I have worked in trying to investigate the root cause of this conflict, this particular crisis that takes so much lives. I'm still working on it. I cannot claim that I have worked and I understand it, but I do know that both ways there are agitations, but someone is more powerful than the other. so they do as they please. And so on this fateful Friday night to Saturday morning, as usual, the Daudu community was about to go to bed, or some had even gone to bed, like we already have heard. And then, as usual, those who came in to kill them came even in the rain. And because it was calculated, this is why I agree with His Royal Majesty that it's calculated, because you don't bring fuel to come and burn somebody's house. There were no cattle with them. So we can't even say cattle rearers. You don't settle afternoon scores in the night if you are not a criminal. So even if they had grazed somewhere or someone had rustled their cattle, there is a law in Nigeria, and particularly for Benue State, there is a law that prohibits for open grazing. And once that law is not respected, you need to seek redress. And this did not happen, but they took the laws, whatever it was, because I don't see any provocation at this point, because there was no report of any provocation for this to happen. So the lives were claimed, as many lives as people have said the numbers. I am not able to say the numbers. And the reason I'm not able to say the numbers, like you have seen even on social media, there are people who were burnt beyond recognition.
Oh my God.
And it would be unfair not to number them. So the government have set up investigation to check, even with DNL, to find those who were actually murdered during this process. Only then would I be able to say this is the number.
I want to quickly push you on the issue of open grazing in your state. You have said here that there is a law on open grazing in Benue, but then people are still being killed because either they had stopped open grazing or they complained about it. What has the government in your state put in place as some sort of redress if someone were to say, oh, somebody was openly grazing and they grazed, or they went into my farm, destroyed my crops, etc., etc.? Is there really any form of redress in Benue State? Because I'm guessing that if it's a law and it's being criminalized, then people will obviously know not to break it. Is there such a thing?
Yeah, we have a law. The state government has a law. And actually, the law is the law of the people, not of the governor at all. I like to put this straight. And what we see is the total refusal of ensuring that this law is implemented. Because if you have a law and the state knows there is a law, it is not you who have gone to it's not the legislators who will come and implement the law. We have organs in Nigeria who are responsible for the implementation of any law. So they know that there is a law. So when you see open grazing, what should you do? You have to arrest. You have to prosecute. But when this is not the powers that the state has control over, it becomes the local security outfits are meant to perhaps arrest, bring the cattle in, working in collaboration with the federal government security agencies, and then go for prosecution. But how do you arrest someone and keep when you don't have where to keep it? You don't have a cell. You don't have a judge. You don't judge them. You can't prosecute them. Now, this is the challenge with the mechanism that the state may have had, even in terms of arresting and handing them over for prosecution.
I'm trying to understand. Are you making an excuse that for the government of the day that, oh, even if we arrest these people, we don't have prisons? Or are you saying that law enforcement in your state is unwilling to support that law and enforce it to the latter, and even the court systems in your state seem not to be open to dealing with this law that you call the people's law? Explain to me what you mean.
Mimi, it is not for me to say. It is the obvious. This is the obvious. It is quite obvious. I mean, if you see cattle grazing and it's unlawful, the agencies that have this responsibility should do their job. It shouldn't be left on the state government that has this law. And I'm not making excuses for the state government. I am not at all. I'm only speaking as a Nigerian, and I'm only speaking as a Benue woman who participated in the development of that law and knows that this law is an instrument that probably would have helped us get some level of peace in Benue with respect to the incidents that always happen.
So
we have done our part.
Mm-hmm.
It is the part of the federal government to do what is expected to do.
Talking about the federal government, I watched that video from yesterday where the president jokingly asked the Inspector General of Police if he had made arrests. Now, you're telling us that there is some sort of reluctance on the part of security operatives, law enforcement officials to do their jobs. Who's to say that directive that was given by Mr. President yesterday will be fulfilled to the later? Do you trust that law enforcement all of a sudden in Benue State will turn a new leaf?
Was it an instruction or a question?
Oh, wow.
If you turn to me and you ask me, and you did not make arrests, is that supposed to be a question or an instruction? I didn't hear the president say, ensure that you arrest the perpetrators. No, I had a question, so maybe I didn't get him correctly. And so I cannot say whether it will turn a leaf or not, because I don't think the IG of police was asked to make arrests. He was asked if he made arrests.
Let me push you further on this issue, because you seem to not have any faith whatsoever in what the federal government may say they want to do or what they are doing. When this happened, the president said you should go and reconcile and live in peace with your brothers and sisters. How did that make you feel as a Benue person, not as a government official, as a Benue person? I don't know if you had family that was lost in that massacre, but whether or not you did, if it were you in the shoes of the people who were murdered or their family members were murdered, how would you have taken Mr. President's directive of going to reconcile with your neighbors?
Thankfully, you have said it the way he said it. He didn't jokingly. He said, we must share the land. We must, making reference to the anthem, live together. It's a must. It was an instruction for the Benue people to share their land. It was an instruction for us to go back and work with our neighbors, ensure that we dialogue and live together. Now, I want to ask, is it the people that were killed that want to arise and identify who their neighbors are? Who exactly is meant to go do this reconciliation, and with who? Well, I don't know. The president is the president, so I know he has better information than I can imagine. So I think that he knows how much land is in Benue, and he knows it's enough for us and anyone else who wants to come and share this land. So how I feel does not matter, because I don't think that's something Nigerian thinks about. How I think really does not matter.
Wow. Again, I'm trying to understand, because when you say the president has more intel, you live in Benue. You chair a particular body. In fact, you're the director general of this body, and your job is to, one way or the other, bring about peace, whether positive or not. And you're telling me that you think the president knows better, and that's why, how you feel doesn't matter. If you're the ones who are on the receiving end, let me ask this question directly. Do you know who the people are, the attackers? Do you know who they are? Are they Fulanis?
I wasn't there, so I don't know if they are felonies, but I know criminals came into that community and killed people, and they always do so. I can make a claim that they are felonies because I didn't see them. It will be a second-hand information. I know that allegedly the people, the survivors, which I'm working with right now on the camp, said it's felonies, but I can't say they are felonies because I wasn't there and I didn't see them.
If we are unable to identify the assailants or the perpetrators of this dastardly act, and we're basing everything on hearsay, how do we deal with the situation? And if indeed these are Fulanis, because you are saying that the people who have survived have said constantly that these are Fulanis, what is the government planning to do about it? Apart from the fact that the CDS has come to say that they're going to go after them. I wonder who they're going after, by the way. But what is your state government going to do aside from pursuing for peace? How do the dead get justice?
Well, transitional justice must be served in this matter. This must happen. For now that there are survivors, we will need to find a way to give the people who lost families and properties and even the dead to see how at least they get some level of justice. And I think that's the reason why the state government have decided to put up a group to go find out what really was what was lost, the people. I mean, they're trying to find out who was killed with the DNL and all of those facilities, and then make a case for it. I don't know what the state government is going to do in the end, but I think they're trying to see how they can get justice for those who have lost their lives. For me, from my point of view, everything everybody has talked about are things we have done over the years, and I didn't see any result. So my privilege and opportunity to be Director of Peace Commission, I am trying very hard, and I still want to go home thinking that for some reason I will get support to ensure that we dig the roots of this conflict. We need to escalate anything we find that is the root cause of this conflict. Because over the years, we've been treating, in my opinion, we've been treating symptoms. Nobody has been able to come out to say clearly, this and that is what we found out. That is the reason why these people are not able to listen or to go to where they came from, or the farmers to also stop rustling their cattle, because they bring the cattle. And of course, they graze on people's lands. And when people are aggrieved, they also rustle their cattle. It's all criminality in both ways. So for me, I am trying to find the root cause. And if Rwanda happened, and today we have Rwanda standing, I am very positive that Benue will stand again. But dialogue with my people in terms of the ones that I know, the Benue people. And if there's a reason to also dialogue with the alleged headers, which I began to talk to before now, we will continue. If that's what is going to give us the reason for why this is not ending, and we'll try to find a way to end it. Because if you have the wrong diagnosis, you are certainly going to get the wrong results in treatment.
As much as I want to support your optimism, for a situation that has spanned years and years, and every other year there's one strike or the other, it beats me as to why intelligence has not been gathered over the years. I know that I'm going to put you on the spot here because you know you work for the government and you might not be able to outrightly say certain things, but do you feel that there's a conspiracy of sorts, a conspiracy of silence? Because again, if the government has continued to pay lip service to dealing with this issue and the perpetrators, and all we get at the end of the day are more deaths, do you perceive that there is some political agenda to continue to allow for these killings to continue for fear of wanting to step on certain toes?
Again, like I said, I do not like to talk about hearsay. I talk about what I know. In this case, it's something I don't know. I am not a politician. I'm only a government appointee. And so I don't know the agenda of politics in this matter. But I do know that there are criminals who are engaged in criminal activities which should be dealt with, like I said earlier, in the manner that should be dealt with. I have hope. I will still say I have hope. Whoever is paying lip service, whoever has the power and the authority to do the right thing, that is not doing the right thing, Benue will arise. I can assure you. You see, when you push people to the wall, when they get to the end of that wall, and they cannot exit the wall, they will return. And when they return, whatever they get is what you get. So I am seeing a day that Benue will arise. Because if it becomes so hopeless that we don't get the kind of support that we think we should get, to deal with our issues or the situations, I think Benue itself would arise to take care of itself.
Well, we're talking with Josephine Haber. She's the DG of the Benue Peace Commission. Of course, we have always wanted to hear the story from the mouths of the people of Benue as opposed to the hearsays and what government officials continue to feed us. We'll take a quick break. Josephine is still with us via Zoom. When we come back from that break, there's so many people who want to ask you questions. There's so many people who have comments on the situation, and I'm hoping that you'd be on standby to respond to them. We'll be right back, Lagos. Stay with us.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, invest. Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 Naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial *724# on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue, huh?
Dial *724# now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
My people, una don hear? GD Lotto, they dash money. Just go www.gdlotto.ng to register now and then go put 1,000 Naira for your account. Sharp, sharp. No wahala. And with just 100 Naira, you fit begin your waka to 5 million Naira. I know the joke. Now just 100 Naira fit change your life be that. What do you still dey wait for? Just go www.gdlotto.ng to register sharp and make your dream begin today. For terms and conditions, they shall and make you they play responsibly.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Success is like a big mansion. You only see the magnificent edifice, not the strong foundation that holds it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done and funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, You knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments. Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com. Unified Payments. Unifying businesses for people.
Twins, where you dey rush dey go? I wan rush go meet that woman where they say they borrow people money now. That is last year they pursue and hustle this money they come. And that's what I make you the rock kitty. You not reach my sister. Come on, make you follow who no road. Oh no. Grooming people for Better Livelihood Center. They give people money to do business without stress. Then get over 1,000 awoof prizes to give out this year. Like 82 deep freezer, 58 5 kVA generator, 58 big double door fridge, 82 small double door fridge, 106 3 kVA generator, 480 150 liters coolers, and more. This awoof now for grooming members where you don't borrow money up to 3 times or more. Raffle draw go shell live and direct on the 21st of June 2025. You go use your koro I see wetin dey happen because we not talking a do. The venue na multipurpose hall number 1 at Debayo Oyelano Street by NEPA bus stop beside Ejigbo Mini Stadium, Ejigbo Isolo, Lagos. Time na 9 a.m. Bomb. I don't work out. So where? Na grown follow the road. No so.
Na so I dey on my own. Na a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click am. Fiam. Na so my money for account go. Fiam. Hey, if to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click am. Airtel dey identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service to make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription needed. Me sef dey go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Bro, how I could take level up now?
Now your hand day.
How I could take enjoy VVIP treatment?
Now your hand day. To win big on call, now your hand day. With BetKing Virtuals, every game fit make you hit jackpot. You go chop life tire.
The power to win bigger day your hands. Download the BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy 100 Naira instant bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
Success is like an aeroplane. You only see the graceful flight high up in the sky, but not the roaring powerful engines propelling it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done, funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com. Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're still talking about what's been happening in Benue State, and we still have Josephine Haba. She is the DG Benue Peace Commission. She's been telling us what she's seen on the ground, of course, and what they hear from the survivors. But the bigger question, or the larger question is there that concerted effort from top to bottom at the center in the FCT, in collaboration with the government, security agencies, both in Abuja and in Benue, to deal with this hydra-headed monster? And how many more people have to die in Benue for government to act and for everything to fall in place? And like he said, and like she said, at some point, something has to give. The people obviously will snap. But for how long will we wait for justice to be done, especially for the dead? The phone lines are open, and we're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Post your comments, your questions. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. 60 seconds, please go straight to the point if you have a question for my guest. Hello. Welcome.
Good evening, Mary Ann.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. If I'm not mistaken, ma, this killing started during the governorship of Suswan. I stand to be corrected. And since that years, nothing has been done. Each governor will come and shout, shout, shout. Autumn came and shout, shout, shout. Now, Reverend Father enter, we think everything is going to be all right. It's even the worst. Is it because they are only ending up in killing the downtrodden and not touching the elites? Is it why it's continued? I want to know. And what effort are you putting as a mother to curtail these killings? Because it's so much. It's so much.
All right.
Everybody is weeping about it. It's so much. We are all weeping. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Zoma, for your thoughts. Ms. Josephine, would you care to respond?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I should also let my sister know that these killings did not start just during Suswan. It started from Akume's regime. In fact, before Akume, but it became more prominent in Georgia Akume's regime.
Okay.
And like you said, it has not stopped. It's rather growing. It's escalating and becoming bigger than where it started. Yeah, you may think that it is only the downtrodden that is being killed. Well, there are other prominent persons that have also lost their lives in this cause, but not as much as to be loud. No life is small. I usually tell my children, as a mother, I said there is no small spirit before God. Everybody is a spirit. God says He has made us a spirit, no small life. Everybody has a life. And our spirits are spirits. So whether you are 1 day old or you're 1 million years or you are rich or you're poor, you are equal in the sight of God. So this should not be a reason why we are not having responses. But want to think about it. When you think about it, you'll see that in the last 2 years, it came as though we had a bit of quiet. This is because we thought we're doing our best to engage those they told us were the perpetrators, and things were going as though they were smooth. People had gone back to farm. There were people in the IDP, but some had gone back, not like they used to go and they would be killed. But this time they will go and they will be able to work. And they went back, built some houses again, and started living in those houses in different local governments. And then suddenly we have this break again. And so in Nigeria, when things are happening, not just in Nigeria, in the whole world, when you have things happen at this magnitude, I am still going to say the leadership of Nigeria, like we told the president, like the people who were able to talk to the president said yesterday, the president has got the capacity to give us peace. So it is not whether it's the downtrodden or it's not. For me, I am doing that which I know how to do in the best manner that I can do it. I don't sleep. I go risk my life. I go places, engaging in locations where it's ungodly to go. I do that. I go to the places where people wander so I can engage. But I can't say all of that now because what is the result that I have brought forth? But I think that this has happened for so many years. If not for this Yerwata that happened, I really had hope that for what we began to do and the results we began to see, perhaps we may get somewhere. Even though I knew that I needed to dig out the root cause before I can go to start looking for treatment.
Well, if you're just joining us, I'm so sorry. If you're just joining us, the program is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're talking about the Benue attacks. I'm being joined by the DG of Benue Peace Commission, and she's explaining to us, of course, the situation on the ground. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info. Post your comment and be part of the conversation. You cannot afford to miss out of this conversation because we're all trying to make sense of the situation as she's been explaining herself. It's way bigger than her. Let's get some more questions in so that we can, make the best of our time. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
That is Chris. Good evening.
Chris, go ahead quickly.
Quick one, madam. It look as if you are giving soft landing to your governor. Let him call Fayoshe. Fayoshe is still around. How did he deal with this Fulani herdsmen? The 30, how did he describe those people? Did he call them criminals? According is late. We know how he deal with these guys. Tell your governor to call Fayoshe. Fayoshe will tell him what to do. Obi want to come to Bedway. You said Obi should not come. But the criminals will come and kill your people. You couldn't stop them. You are waiting for federal might. But during the election, you use your power to stop the opposition. And you are there, Reverend Father, a governor in Nigeria, calling the criminals.
All right. Let's take some more questions and comments. 0201-277-0993. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, Miriam, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Jonathan is my name. I want to know, that lady there, is she just appointed by Tinubu? Is she among the people that was just appointed?
She's not appointed by the president. She works for the state government.
Okay, if that's the case. Now, I really appreciate. Now, I want to ask a question. If you are a DG for peace, that means there are two sides of the fight. I want to ask her, the other side that is killing, since you are DG for peace, have you met with them? What do they want? Do you know? As far as we know out here, we are hearing land. Have they officially request for any land from anybody? If they have, from who? And why did that person not give them land? That they have to come and grab land and kill people. Since you are the DG for the peace, that means you know both sides.
Okay.
So what to hear from you?
Interesting. She had explained that she had been going to even, areas that are deadly to try to get to the root cause of the matter. But I'll let her do the answering. Ms. Josephine.
Thank you so much, my dear brother, for that question. And I also thank the other man who spoke. I hear your advice, and I will share with His Excellency. I tell you, like you said, DG for peace, what is my role? My role is to dialogue, to try to get peace. And I have been doing exactly this. As a matter of fact, you call me Josephine on this conversation. That's my name. Because of my engagement with the opposite, with the other parties, these people built confidence enough that they gave me a name that is comfortable for them to call. And I accepted it. They call me Jamila. If you call today, the Miatiala chairman in Benue State, he knows me by the name Jamila. And you ask him, you will say they gave me that name. Because I have done my best to engage. And to say that, what are we doing? And I'm not giving... If anybody, some people may hear my voice, you can check my antecedents on social media and everything. You will find out that I'm not one woman who will massage anybody's ego. I am not. And so I am not giving soft landing to my governor. One thing I need people to know is the governor of Benue State presently did not appoint me as DG. The governor came and inherited me as DG. And this DG-ship was a few days to his takeover of office. But because he said he wanted peace, he said he was not going to do away with this commission. This commission was established in 2023. This man came to, in 2022. This man came to office in 2023. And it was wind hours of the government. Many governors and many other structures were asked to leave. People who were appointed like me were asked to leave. But he said, the governor of Benue State said, I need peace. I need to return the IDPs to their home. And I know that this woman is going to be able to help me to do this job. And he was sincere to this approach. That's why he kept me. I mean, he knew that asking me to go won't hurt me because I'm not looking for a job. But this is something I love to do. And people who know my antecedents know that I'm very, very passionate about what I do. And I try to do it to the grace, to the ability that God has given me. So I am not giving it soft landing. This community of persons have, to my knowledge, have never requested from land in Benue State for any reason that have not been given. The law says if you want to graze, come and hire land and do your ranch, build your ranch and graze, ranch your cattle. It gives you right to do that. But they have not had this request. So when we talk about, I want to believe that this is not about grazing. This is not about, I truly don't like to talk like this. But when it comes to this point, because of so much pain and trouble that I've gone through to see that we have some circle, and this happens, it really broke me. And I'm wondering if this is really about the land, if it's really about grazing, or something that is beyond what we're talking about at this moment.
Interesting. Let's take a few more calls. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good evening, Marianne.
Good evening. Turn off your radio, please.
Yes, I've done that.
Go ahead.
I've done that. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, and my name is Mama Felicia.
Mm-hmm.
My heart is hurt too bad now. That I said that the government, both the state and federal government, is unfair. They have failed those villagers because those villagers are in remote control areas. That there is not even police post. There is nothing there. There is no security people there to protect them. Because these people come in the night. If they meant well, if they come in peace, if you want to have anything or even quarrel with anybody, you don't go in the night. You come in the daytime so that they will see their faces. Why is it that the government is in 100 miles in Benue and these people are in the local village where they will not be reached at the time they needed the government to be there? Why there's nothing on the ground to help these villagers to fight these people all these years? But during the time of election, they will find their way into those villages and campaign, and they will vote for them.
All right, Mama Felicia.
All of them have been unfair to them. They are wicked to these people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for calling, and I'm letting you go because of time. I just want to take one last call, and then I'll let Ms. Haba tell us exactly where we think we can go from here with all that we've had in conversation. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Marian.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Boyes calling from Afro Media.
Go ahead quickly.
Thank you. You see, to me, what the madam has been explaining, but to me, it's like she has not hit the nail on the head, just like the tortive said. You bluntly told the president that they need look at the cause, look at the root cause. This is the way to go. That's how I expect somebody to talk. But it's like she's speaking from the both sides of her mouth. I don't know. Let us be specific and call a spade. That these people are Fulani herdsmen. It's all over. Everybody knows that. They're everywhere. So there's no against saying this and that. Thank you very much.
All right, Boyson, thank you very much. Ms. Haba, quickly, of course, everybody's saying this is what we think it is, and this has to be dealt with. But what's the way forward? Where do we go from here? Because you've told us that law enforcement in your state and the people who are supposed to make sure that the law that is on grazing is enforced to the latter seem to have their hands tied behind their back. So where do we go from here? Do we just wait in the wings and then wait for another attack, continue to bury our dead and hope that one day federal government will bring its whole might to dealing with this issue? What do you think? Ms. Haba, are you still there? Oh dear, I think that we've lost her connection and she's a bit frozen. Ms. Haba, if you can hear me, please let me know. I'm going to read some messages and then wrap things up now. Hopefully she can hear us and speak to us. Someone here says, good evening. This that is going on in Benue State. Former Governor Autumn publicly said that it is criminal Fulani herdsmen killing people. And the leader of Mieti Allah also said that there are people are taking action because their cattle were being killed. What effort is the Kingsman? And how? What efforts? I don't understand. I'm sure you mean what efforts are the Kingsmen making, and how did they come to kill and escape without being arrested? Says they're playing politics with the life of people. And Madam, do you think there will be peace? Benjamin Nikoyi. So I'm going to ask my question again because I think I lost you for a second. In closing, if you're telling us that law enforcement is not able to enforce the law on grazing, you're telling us that law enforcement is unable to deal with perpetrators of violence. They come, kill, and disappear. What is the future? What does the future hold for Benue people? Do we wait for yet another strike and hit and you continue to bury your dead? Where do we go from here? In closing, please.
Oh, well, like I said earlier, I'm on mission to find the root cause that will help me prescribe the right medication to the cause of my pain. And I say this because we've been dealing with the boots over the years, doing the same thing over the years. Have we gotten the results that we want? We won't be here. So if the boots are good to cease fire, then I think we should try something else. And that something else is the responsibility that I have. I dig up the root cause, and I go in to mediate, and I go into dialogue, and I go in to seek justice for those who need to get justice. And so it may be like a long-term thing, but this has also been quite for a long time. And so we need to give it a chance. We need to try this model also.
Okay.
Give it a chance and let's see what it gives back to us.
Okay. I mean, I'm thinking in my heart, how many more people have to die for this model to work? But I want to hope. I'm also a peace advocate, so I'm going to just trust and believe that your method and your tactic will work. And I want to say once again, on behalf of all Nigerians, we join you in mourning, and we really feel terrible about what your people have to go through. Josephine Haba is the DG of the Benue Peace Commission, and she's been talking to us about the massacre in Benue State. Thank you so much, Ms. Haba, for coming on the show. We really appreciate you and what you're doing in your state.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you for hearing the other side of my story.
Thank you very much. Well, Lagos, we have to leave it there because Kemi is here with some information for us quickly.
Yeah, so Lagos, do you live around Victoria Island, Lekki, Agungi, Chevron, Eleganza, VGC, Aja, Abramade, Sonia, Shogotedo, Abijo, Awoyaya, or Lakwe? Well, if your answer is yes, then here is a place to buy your affordable eggs in crates. Fresh Eggs Market is selling eggs at 4,700 naira per crate, okay? And they are located at Spring Valley Estate, close to Sunbeth Filling Station. All right, that's located at Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos. That's Sunbeth 4 Station, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Lagos, at Spring Valley Estate. It's Fresh Eggs Market, and you can reach them on WhatsApp. You can also reach them via calls on the number 0916 000 7184 0916 000 7184. It's Fresh Eggs Market, and they're selling eggs at 4,700 naira per crate. Hurry now and buy for resale for your home and businesses at 4,700 naira per crate. Hey Lagos, don't forget that you too can win money on here on Nigeria Info. Cut
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.